19, 17, which added sugar beets, sugar cane. So we got all the sugar cane harvesters and lots of other fancy bits of equipment that had to do with sugar cane. In Farm Sim 22, we got the root crops, carrots, red onions, cabbage. No, don't remember. The other one. And some new equipment for that, and a new map. But when they introduce those expansions, they do not ensure the expansion is integrated into precision farming. So it's one of the reasons why I don't have the Platinum expansion enabled for this playthrough, is because the crops do not play with precision farming. Sugar beets do, potatoes do, carrots and red beets don't, parsnips. So, and because I'm relying on precision farming, it's a problem for sort of integrated gameplay. And I'd kind of already decided I'm not going to play precision farming in Farm Sim 25 because I didn't expect us to have it. But Giants announced it's coming. So in theory, precision farming for Farm Sim 25 should play well with carrots, parsnips and red beets. And I expect it to work in much the same way as it works with sugar beets and potatoes. So, you know, I guess we'll see on that count. But we're also playing with, what was it? Environmental farming mod, which if you plough crop into the ground, actually has the effect of adding nitrogen to the ground, which for free, effectively. So if you cut oats and don't do a straw swath, you just chop the straw, then you can go and cultivate that field, and the stuff will, you'll get a nitrogen boost. If you plant grass for the winter, so I could come in here, I could plant grass, and then in spring plough in the grass or oilseed radish and plant a spring crop, I will get a boost in nitrogen in the soil, which saves me the cost of solid fertilizer. But obviously that mod's not going to be available until... That's the thing, we don't have Maize Plus in 25, we don't have Precision Farming in 25, so that the mods that complement those mods, kind of like the silos we have in the farm for silage now, they are meant to complement people who play with Maize Plus, and we don't have Maize Plus, so we don't have that type of thing, whatever it is, equipment thing. Okay, I think both these pieces of equipment should be maintained. We'll get them cleaned, we can put the culti plough away, we won't need that until we get to the sugar beet harvest. I don't think sunflowers isn't a thing. And then what will the next one be? Oh, we have sunflowers too. I think that's next month as well. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Let's go over here. repair that, next service 40 hours, we'll repair that, next service 33 hours, go back. That, oh dear, it was empty on silage additive. I don't know how much benefit I got from the silage additive. That might be why. Left hand, right hand drive vehicle, awesome. Normally I would expect about 150, 1.5 million litres. We have barely got over 1 million. Now, that was a smaller maize field than normal, but I've got a feeling that tonight's gonna be good. I've got a feeling that we did lose quite a bit of yield there because I didn't do the thing. Didn't use silage additive across the board. And the thing that reminded me is my silage additive is in the workshop, just like my seeds are right behind this tractor. I've got things all over the place. I could make strawberries and upgrade. I could double the I could double the lettuce. Lodge173, good morning and welcome to the penultimate Glenleathann stream. Okay, hitch that up, we are full. This needs to go south. Go south, my friend. Ugh. So, time to throw some manure at the wall. Let's see what sticks. This is way too high. I'm going to drop that. Is it on auto? No, it's not on automatic. So, 55 is approximately where I want this to be. Oh, and that is quite a. Oh, I didn't service this area. Okay, first things first. I want to make sure. Indeed, yes, I have drunk my beverage. I still do have some Mountain Dew available. Okay, we're going to go back to the multiple tours. I'm going to go 4 headlands and 4 corner radius 8, up and down counterclockwise. Where are we going counterclockwise? We go clockwise for everything, so let's do that. Oh, headland direction. Centre direction. Doesn't matter. We go clockwise for the headland. We're going to do the centre first. Generate. Yeah, we're going to have to drive back to the yard to pick up more manure. So we can service the tractor then. Oh, grief. Why are we... Oh, I see. Why are we so far into the field? Because actually we've got a lot of headlands. Probably didn't need to do that many. Anyway. This is 40, 55 will take us up to 95, which is around about 100, so that's fine. Let's turn that in there, and okay. Zoom out, lift up the back, and hopefully, yes, this is applying the stuff. So that's fine. We'll let that run. And when it's empty, we'll come back and what will we come back and do? We'll service it, if I remember. I might forget. Probably will forget. It's the thing I usually do. For now, this field is done. All of our lime is done. We've got 50% left. So we can go and dump that in the thing, the lime silo. And then it's time for me to manually spread slurry, because the slurry spread is bugged as far as workers and course play is concerned. But as I said, we're not in any great hurry to deal with the old sorghum fields. Nothing can be planted this year. We have to wait till spring. So we'll see what's what when that happens. Now the other thing I did discover, which is rather unfortunate when spreading slurry, that piece of ground that I tried to have the workers spread the slurry with, it's counted as having had slurry spread on it, so I can't do it again, at least not until next month. And that is, oh, that's just not going to happen. A lot of balls. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. So we'll just turn around here and... Is that button? No, is it? Oh, is it that button? No. That button, yes. Okay, now we can close the lid. Take this over to the wash rack, and we're good with this. Bales. Ah. Can I not read? I can't read. Yes, lots of balls. Yes, we end up with about 220 plus bales per year. Okay, turn that off. Turn that on. Auto width. I'll go 0, whatever. And now, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do indeed. Okay, so if I lower that, no. If I turn the engine on, then lower that, it turns it on. So, oh. What heading am I on? 220, 225? Let's try that. Set A, 225. Set cardinal, back. That looks wholly better. Engage the cruise, the GPS, and we are using slurry, but it's not changing the level. That's the problem. It thinks there was already slurry there. Now it's actually spreading slurry. We can do this at a great speed because it's a self-propelled piece of equipment. Self-propelled pieces of equipment are faster than tractor-hauled pieces of equipment. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to plant in this field But we've got to do this field. We've got to do the one that the lime spreader just dealt with. Oh, you know what I didn't check? I do need to check this one. It's hoisting it up to, yeah, it's adding 55. So that is completely fine. Yeah, I'm happy that that's working. There we go. So yes, lots of stuff to spread on fields, and this does not have a great working width, but it does mean I don't have to use another piece of equipment to eliminate the sorghum stalks. Which is good. Yeah, we have, because we also have that field there, which is now, that used to be 3 fields, that's now 1 field. The 4th field is now a yard extension. But it does mean we got 1, maybe 2 more. 2 more things. We get the where the hedgerows were, and we get straight lines through the corners, which is one of the main reasons I like to increase the size of a field, is just so we get the edges. The view I like is the one looking at the castle up in the distance. Maybe it's an abbey. There's a huge building on the hill over there, which as you get closer, you get to, oh, there it is. But yeah, that is an awesome view of the castle, but yeah, it's not even on the map. That is a map maker taking care of what's outside. You know, you look at the rolling hills and the forests in the distance, and it looks like the map goes on and on. And that is one advantage you have with something like a Scottish map, is because it's mountainous, generally, you can hide what's in the distance. I know with Lawfolds we had sort of a curtain wall of trees, which you get close to them and it's quite obvious you're on the edge of the map, and it doesn't look the greatest. From a distance it looks okay, but right up close to it, it doesn't look okay. And even on this map, I mean, in the middle of the map, looking out into the distance, looks awesome. But you get to the edge of the map and there is usually hedge or trees, and then a huge drop that you look down and you can see the texture of adjacent fields. Some map makers can get that a lot better, where it looks like the world continues, but there's actually a solid wall there that you're going to crash into. How do we do? What's that? About 40% on 2 rows. That's not too bad, I guess. So we'll drop that there. So we are going to have a little bit of ground here, which does not have any slurry added to it, although it looks like it does. And yeah, we're just going to have to live with that, and it will even itself out when we come back with fertilizer spray in spring after planting a crop. as I say, having this, just throwing out slurry and manure, I can't do anything else with it. So just throwing it out on the field does bring us less costly fertilizer needed to be spread on the field. Now, in past series in Maypole Farm, we actually took all of the slurry and manure to the BGA and sold it, or converted it, so we got sales for methane and electricity, and it created digestate. And then we took the digestate back and spread it on the fields, because we would not have been able to keep up with the manure and slurry production just using it to spread on the fields, because we never used enough of it. I don't know, even on this save, whether I'm actually fighting a losing battle. And the problem is I don't actually own the BGA, so it's not like I can do anything with it. But we're not close to capacity on the manure side of things, at least not right now. This is a cool piece of equipment. And we could have got, they have a couple of tricycles too, which slurry spreaders, slurry tanks. So there's the Hydro Trike, which is 20. This is the one we're running, which is 22, and then these will do 18 or 25. And these two, I think you can change what's on the back and run manure out of it as well. But as you can see, I need two pieces of equipment for doing manure and slurry sometimes, so I don't like the combination of the two. And this doesn't have a very good working width because we're using the injectors, so it's not, we're going to be doing this job for quite a long time. Might get bored and go and do something else. It might get late and we'll just finish up for the day. But something like the sprayer, I don't mind. I've got one sprayer, but it can run around a field in 5 minutes and then be on to the next task. So I'm not being held up like I am with this thing. It's going to be a while before I can get round to plant this field, but it's going to be March before I'm even in the season to plant this field, so it's not so much of a problem. Oops. I am bouncing off the hedge there. There we go. Oh man. There we go. And the other nice thing about this is it's all-wheel steer. So it is quite agile. It's significantly more agile than a slurry tank, a 30-foot slurry tank with a Zerion on the front of it. How's our... Okay, the manure's still going. So we're not getting through the manure that quickly. If we look at our slurry stores at the moment, we have chickens. We have slurry. We've got 258,000 litres of slurry, so that's slowly going up. But you look at the capacity, we're not going to blow through that. Not for a long time. So once again, the silage bunkers bugged out on us, and half of our silage was locked away. We couldn't access it. So I deleted all 3 bunkers. I combined the maize silage and grass silage into a TMR mix and basically dumped 1 million litres. I think it was actually 960,000 litres of TMR into the cowshed. So we didn't lose anything, but I had to cheat to make that happen. And I've replaced that with Disturb Simulations silage factories, which look like silos. Okay, we're about to run out, so we didn't run out. Oh well. Let's go over here and start the next round. Whee! Hard turn. So at least we can continue. If the farm was going to be a going concern, we're not locked, but that's the 3rd time I've had silo bunkers or silage bunkers just fail. So kind of done with them on this game save. We're also done with generally with making bales for our own use. That has been an issue with Stay Puffed Marshmallow Men running across the fields when you collect all the bales, which is why I'm using an auto-load trailer rather